Gang, I'm here now. I just figured will let people know that I'm gonna be in here sooner or later. I guess it didn't work the way I wanted it to. Give me E for effort. Oh, hello. Mic's working. I guess I should be streaming again. I turned it off so and started again, so when I saved the video, it didn't save 10 minutes of nothing on the video, so probably lost everybody now doing that stuff. Trying that. Who knows? So did I lose everybody? Probably did, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm back. That little experiment just didn't work too well, I guess. I thought I would stick that thing up and letting people know I was here and I'd be here soon, but sort of backfired because nobody came in and started chatting. That's the only reason I do this is for my friends to chat. I said, well, I'll let them chat while I'm getting my breakfast, but I guess that didn't work too well. Nobody knew what the hell I was doing. No, I didn't miss a lot of chatting. Missed a lot of the sound of leaves cracking on the make-believe walk through the woods. Maybe I did miss some chatting. Maybe people won't show up now because I did that. I don't know. Live and learn. All the old spirits are rattling and rolling this morning. Really? I can check that, you know. You wouldn't be lying to me, would you? Yeah, I think you might be. Really? Well, nonetheless, they ain't here now. Bad me. I missed a lot of things in my life, so just add another one to the list. How are you today, Frank? Paranormal white noise. I see 0 is in here. That's all I see. I don't see any other 14, but if they was, they didn't say nothing. Type nothing anyway. Yep, that's it. I'd rather eat than the hell with you guys. I'm a big boy. I need my nourishment. I figured I'd eat stuff and get settled in for a marathon or something. I don't know. Boy, the spirits are in here this morning. Man, oh man. They're in there like crazy. Maybe we got another disturbance on the sun today or something. I didn't look. They're really in there this morning. Hey, Blaze. Blaze Paranormal, welcome. How are you today? Me? I'm in Michigan. Cold country. Well, I'm glad you're all doing fair to middling. You're all doing well. What's new? You talking to Paranormal? Blaze Paranormal he's got the paranormal in his name. What's up? What's up with the spirits? They've really been active for me. Of course, I don't get in there too much anymore. Maybe they missed me. Las Cruces, New Mexico. I had an uncle. He used to live in Albuquerque. My aunt and uncle lived there, but I believe they're gone now. A couple more outlived. Well, I did a session the other day, and I put it up this morning or yesterday. I guess it was yesterday I put it up. They were talking good, but I made a mistake of trying to cross them over, and they didn't like that. They gave me all kinds of hell. So I didn't annotate no more, and I just cut the video off right there. I should know better to try that again. I have done it before. Been part of crossings over, but I did it innocently. And it just happened. But I went in there yesterday the other day when I did that with a mission to do it, and I failed miserably. I've been around watching everybody's videos that I'm subscribed to, and seen some things I liked, seen some things I didn't like, which is normal. Good morning, Anna. Or Ann. Can't I see? I can't see. Ann with a capital A, I guess. I don't know if it's Ann or Anna. Anna. I guess it's just Ann. Welcome, Ann. My wife's name is Anna, A-N-A, short for Anita. Cool. They're good radio. I like it. Works good for me. I hope you got one that's hope you bought one that was already hacked. Because if you bought a new one off of eBay or something and you get it, you're going to find out that you shouldn't have bought it because you can't hack the newer ones. But they don't tell you that, of course. It's just a radio to them. If you buy it, you buy the wrong one. That's why the hacked ones are so expensive now, because you can't hack them no more. Nope, I don't know why a moron took the ladder to the ball game. I think I'm gonna know though. Tell me, why did the moron take a ladder to the ball game? There's only one bad thing about them, Blaze, is they stop. They stop scanning. It'll stop. You have to restart it again. Sometimes I use it. It does it a lot. So other times I use it, don't hardly do it at all. It's just inherent in that thing, I guess. Buying a Bush manual tune radio. Okay. Never heard of a Bush, but that's okay. Okay. Okay, Frank. But I did never hear it. But I'm not too much on baseball jokes, so that might be why. Oh yeah. Well, if you watch any of my videos, you know I manual tune a lot with my Grundig, but it's a big knob with a hole in it. It's easy to spin, you know. It's not one you gotta keep turning back and forth with your thumb or something. Makes a difference. I watched a couple of videos here the other day, and I don't know why people that do in the paranormal keep doing it. They keep asking them to say a certain name. Say so and so. Say so and so. For validation. We don't need validation anymore, do we, people? We know. Unless it's for the multitudes that don't know. That gets to me when people want validation. Validation. What color is this? What is this? To me, that's like having a dog jump through a hoop. You know, it's making them do tricks. And I don't do that shit. Of course, you know, people do whatever they want to do. It's none of my business. I just think it's being disrespectful to the spirits. I know if I was over there and people wanted to talk to me and they keep wanting me to jump through hoops for them, after a while that would get old in a hurry. You know? Say this, say that, say this, do this. What color is this? We all know they can see us. They can see everything around us. But people keep on doing it, and I find myself guilty of it once in a while too. I don't think, because I'm at a loss for what to ask them, and I ask them some old dumb question. How's my health? Fair to middling. Right now it's okay. Other my legs are bad, and they're always bad, but they ain't killed me yet, although we've tried a couple times. I'm good in spirit, though. I've got a positive outlook. Some days I don't. Man, Blaze, that's getting old school, using a cassette recorder to try and capture EVPs on. Why would you? I don't have a cassette recorder. I haven't had one in years and years and years. Yep, I have bad legs, bad circulation, edema. They swell up because my veins are shut and they don't carry the water out. You've seen old people with big, huge legs from the knee down? That's what that is. I stood on a concrete and wood floor in a factory for 30 friggin' years, and it destroyed my veins in my legs, the circulation. I went around finding, watching other people's live streams this morning a little bit. Bob Wagner ITC, he had put out about 3 of them yesterday, and I didn't know about none of them. Zara gets on there and does them. I don't know about them, and I found out why. I haven't been clicking on the little bell on their pages or their YouTube page to get notifications, so I haven't been getting any notifications. But I don't go and check my mailbox every 5 minutes either, so I'm going to try and see if I can find a gadget or some type of a desktop item that will notify me when I get emails, because I don't check my email every 5 minutes, and if I could get some type of a desktop thing that would show me I got messages or something, I would probably catch them earlier. Or be able to catch them. Yeah, but you can't. I have many times, more than once. I flip and I flop. Can't get away from that shit, man. It's like a disease. Once you get it, it's hard to get rid of. I'm surprised, though, Austin from what he used to call himself? I don't remember what he used to call himself. Austin, it wasn't Austin Paranormal. I'm not talking about the Austin that researches that house by the lake. I'm talking about the other Austin, the one that's got the motorcycle channel now. I'm surprised he ain't back. But he was doing it so much, he was getting in trouble with his wife, and I know that's why he quit it. It's hard to get rid of, you know. I really deep down wanted to quit, and shit just keeps calling you back. End up right back doing it again. Is Zara here? Did I miss something? If you're here, Zara, welcome. I know she was here that first time I had that crap going on the screen there, and I wasn't here. I don't think she's here. Anne? I guess the older you get to, the more curiosity there is, you know. I tell everybody I got one foot in the grave and I'm dragging the other one. So that's probably why I want to know. Yes, and she came in very first thing, but I wasn't actually here, and I think she left, and I don't think she came back. I think she's right. They're not going to tell you anything. I think it's taboo. I think they're not supposed to tell us anything, only so much. And I think they tell us what we want to hear. A lot of times. Let's face it, with all the people that do this, we would know by now, wouldn't we? I mean, that's just like talking about a Bigfoot, you know. Everybody spots him and sees him. Where's the proof? There ain't none. You know? And as far as this paranormal goes, everybody asks the same questions. If there's ever a question that's going to be asked, somebody's asked it. And I don't think anybody ever gets a answer that you can, what I call, take to the bank. The answers are either very thin, very unprovable, or they answer you, they go around the bush, you know, type of answer. And I don't believe they're being truthful. I believe they're just either being deceitful or just don't want to actually tell you anything that's meaningful. Slipping and slurping. Yeah, I don't think they're allowed either. Or the ones we mostly talk to are like Mr. Kevin Heim says, they're low-level spirits, and if they are, they don't want you to know anything about the good side. And I don't believe the good side talks to us in any regularity, and if they do, they I don't know. Don't know. I often ask myself, why would anybody in heaven or paradise or whatever you call it want to talk to us back here on earth? Especially when you see all these after near-death experiences from people, and they all claim to have went to heaven, they went through the tunnel, and they got there, and they were sent back, but they didn't want to come back. They wanted to stay there because of the beauty and the love in their heart and all this and all that, and they didn't want to come back. But the only thing that came back for was their family and not leaving loved ones behind, or God told them that you had a purpose that you haven't fulfilled and you must go back. And all that, you know. That's why I just can't believe that why somebody that did make it to paradise or heaven or whatever you want to call it would want to talk to us. You know, if we aren't family, why in hell would they want to talk to us? They got all them higher level beings that they're now a part of to talk with. Why would why would they want to talk with us? It just don't make sense to me. Huff's EVPs drain your life energy. They drain mine too. This is something I grabbed off the internet. I got lots of them. I thought it was dark and dreary, and we're still going to be talking about paranormal, and it's about how it looks here now in Michigan. It's been rainy the last few days. It's dark and damp looking, and I can get rid of it for you. We can go for another walk. Oh, let's not walk. There's a nighttime cemetery. Where's my... I got a dreary fall scene. I don't know what that is. Nothing I get. I guess the one I had wanted is gone. I must have deleted it. Apparently. Dummy me. Dummy me. Yeah. Must have deleted it. Because I'll bring the storm up. No, I lost that. God, what am I doing? Put that up, I guess. That's probably where we're all going to go. I know. Speak for yourself. Well, stop it, Ann. You're making me feel hated. I've got a great connection with them. They ain't done anything to me bad yet. Too late now to worry about it. Oh, instead if you're a fraidy cat, don't do it. Hello, hello, yeah. Still got audio. There we go. My alien background. I've often wondered if they're aliens too. To be honest with you, I've wondered more than once. Especially when I use Echovox. Hello, gosh, I can't see your name from here. Virus? Welcome. I'm terrible with names, so I can't type it. I'd be correct if I typed it. Yeah, I probably got them still here, Brian. I haven't looked for any lately. I don't think more and more people are getting into it, and I just think it's more publicized now than it used to be. People used to be crazy over this stuff back in 1800s. They used to have seances and use the Ouija board because there wasn't no such thing as a ghost box. And their friends used to come in, they'd sit in the parlor and they'd hold hands and they'd do seances with candles, and they scry with a mirror, they do the pendulum thing. It's been around for a long time, even back in the 1800s, and it was popular then, very popular, back in the Victorian time especially. And I don't think it's that much more popular now than it was then. I just believe, now it gets more publicity. All your damn TV shows are about it, You see articles in the news all the time. Security cam catches ghost I mean, you know, so I don't think it's necessarily more so now than it's ever been. I could be wrong, but it's just an interesting subject, you know. You can't get around it. It's not an interesting subject. And when you get old with one foot in the grave and dragging the other one like me, you want answers. You want answers. What's going to happen when I lose my footing with that last leg? No. No sleep paralysis. No nightmares. I don't dream about ghosts. Well, I don't know what you call young. If you call about Riley's little 4-year-old, yeah, that's young. That's crazy. It's ludicrous. And he should know better as a fucking parent, but apparently he don't. I got no control over him, like he said in his last video. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Fine. You know? It's his family. If he wants to subject that little girl to shit like that, wow, she grew up with it. Well, fine. So what? You don't have to throw it in her face. You don't have to make her part of it. You know, like that. He got more thumbs down, I think, than he got thumbs up, that's for sure. People don't like that shit. Especially not to stick in people's face out in public. I've had teenagers over here, and I won't let them do it. They seem, you know, had an interest in it. Go away. You can't do it. Leave. Once you're 18, you're a legal adult, then you can do whatever the hell you want. But until that point, if you're over here with me, ain't no way. Good morning, Scott. It's not unfortunate, Brian. They've always sold them. The original Ouija board was I think it's a Milton Bradley. Is that who makes it? From the very first one, they're the ones that made it. It was a toy. From the very first. They that make it and still make it don't believe in the paranormal, you know, and they don't believe it has any powers. I don't believe the board itself don't have any powers. It's the people that put the power into the Ouija board. It's not unlike a science. You're all touching the same object. You're not holding hands, but it's you opening the doors, not the board. It's just like a ghost box. You can turn the ghost box on and hear them talking, but if you don't interact with them, if you don't talk to them and try and get answers, then this is a damn radio you're listening to, you know? It's the human connection that puts the power into opening doors and stuff like that. It's the person, not the object. You're using it as a tool, and you're using it for a purpose, and more or less, you know, you're the one that makes it do things. You're the one that wants it to do things, and it's the personal interaction with it that makes it happen. By itself, it's nothing. It's not a damn thing. It's just an object. I remember having one when I was a kid. The very first ones that came out, they had a wooden planchette, and now they're plastic, of course. And then some of the newer ones, now they glow in the dark. Yeah. Well, the Ouija board's been around a long time, and the original Milton Bradley made the first original one. You know, they don't make them, and they don't advertise them as spirit boards in the sense that we want to talk to spirits. It's supposed to be a fun game. It's supposed to be make believe. It's supposed to give you a thrill, you know. People put their hands on that. I don't believe in a Ouija board. I don't believe in them at all. I believe it's just your unconscious, and you want it to move. You're willing it to move. I don't believe a spirit's actually moving it. I have never seen proof of that. I'm not a believer of Ouija boards at all. Not at all. I mean, radio, you can hear them. You can hear the answer. You can hear your name when they say it, etc. It makes it very definite and positive and proof. But a Ouija board, just because you and somebody else are shaky, or you're unconsciously wanting that thing to go to the yes and go to no, or go to letters and spell shit out. I don't know. I don't trust in that. Too much room for errors. It's not scientific, you know. When you got a box you talk to and you get answered, you say, "Tell me my name," and they say Larry, then that's going to scare the shit out of me. I know that. I asked them for that, and they gave it to me. And it's got to be positive, but because you don't hear my name, Larry, on the radio hardly ever anyway. Or you ask them something, you get a swear cuss word, you know ain't going to come across the radio. I mean, that's positive proof. I mean, radio stations don't cuss. They don't drop the F-bomb and stuff like that. So that is proof to me that the damn ghost box works. But as long as you're not interacting with it, it's just a damn radio. That's all it is. It may be spouting stuff, and if you're not into the paranormal, know that what you're listening to, nobody would think any different. They think it's a damn radio. That's why you got all these people that get on here when you do it, put a session up. Oh, that's just fake. That's just radio station. It's because they don't know any better. If you don't know any better, then it's innocent. You know, it's unbelievable to you. I don't know what you're talking about. Church attack. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't pay attention to the news. Don't have time for it. Don't have time for anything anymore. Too much stuff going on. I didn't hear about no church getting attacked. Well, I'm sure they probably did. They do every day. Somewhere down south they attack them, and they... I don't know. It seems the whole world's going to hell in a handbasket anymore. It's like there's no family anymore. Everybody lives together, and their children live with their parents, but they're disjointed. They don't have respect for their parents. They don't have respect for their job. They don't have respect for anything anymore. No respect. They just don't give a damn one way or the other, you know. And they feel that way about other people. A lot of, you know, don't know what the world's coming to. I'm not going to know because I ain't going to be around it too goddamn much longer. And I think I'm getting out at the right time because I think it's just going to get worse and worse. One of the damn one of the damn evils of the world, I can tell you right now, is a cell phone. Shit really went to hell once a cell phone came out. I mean, it was just one more thing to pull people away from other people. You say, oh, communication, I can talk to them anytime, anywhere, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but it used to be, you used to go home after a day's work, and you would talk with your family, you know, tell them what kind of a day you had, you know, actually converse one-on-one, and you didn't need a damn cell phone to do it. You didn't need to be sitting at a stoplight and talking on the damn phone. You didn't need to go to the grocery store and block the damn aisles with your basket because you're talking on the phone. I mean, that cell phone shit's just out of hand. And now the prices of them are just crazy. You got these people that are just completely bonkers over iPhones. I've had one. I've had an Android, and I'm an Android person. I would have another iPhone shoved up my you-know-what. They're basic for stupid people. There's no, I believe, because there's no widgets. You can't customize them. You can't add memory to them. All this is a bunch of damn icons, and easy to operate. And I guess that's what people want. But you know, my Android, I can add memory to it. It came with 8 gigs, and I got 64 gigs in it now just by slipping that little memory card in there. Apple won't let you put a damn memory card in any device of theirs. They don't have a place to put a memory card in there. They want to charge you the money for a, you know, the basic phone costs this much, and if you want 32 gigs, it costs this much. If you want 64 gigs, it costs this much. Just want to get in your pocket. They don't want to let you be able to customize the phone on your own. And then those widgets, you know, my phone's got the weather on it. People that I call on the phone all the time, I got a picture of them, and there are little pictures across the front of it, and all I do is click on the picture and it calls them. You know, I can change my welcome screens. Got my granddaughter on there. The clock's right there. Here's my phone. See them pictures up? 5 pictures up there in a row. Them are my people I talk to all the time. My kids, my wife. All I do is click on one and bang, it calls them. Got the weather on there at the top. So yeah, I just don't think much of iPhone. And this new iPhone 10 came out real soon after the iPhone 8 did. And they skipped the 9 and went right to the 10. And now they got that iPhone 10 out. That thing costs $1,000 for that damn iPhone 10. There ain't no way in God's... I would never pay $1,000 for any goddamn phone. There ain't no phone worth $1,000. Most of them ain't worth the $500, $600, $700, $800 they want for them. It's crazy. And they get it because they know people will pay it. You know, the phone makers are just like the people that sell shit on eBay. They're just going to ring you for every penny you can get. I got a cheap phone. It still cost me $300. That phone I just showed you, and it doesn't have super duper graphics. It's got like 720 by 800 graphics or something like that. You know, low level graphics as far as a phone goes. It suits my purpose. I can see everything. I can watch videos. I can take pictures. It captures orbs. I've captured EVPs on it. I do everything on it. It cost me $300, and I've had that thing for. It's a big screen, big phone, and I've had that thing. It's made in China. And I've had that thing for 3 or 4 years now, and it works fine. So why would I want to just throw that away and go out and spend $1,000 for an iPhone? Just to be part of the in crowd. That's the way things are now. If you're not part of the in crowd, you know, kids, tennis shoes. My God, man, I was a kid. I used to go through tennis shoes like crazy. But we used to go to some shopless shoe store or something. You know, you get a pair of nice tennis shoes for, you know, usually $20 or less. Now the damn kids' tennis shoes are $100, $200 for a damn pair of tennis shoes. Ain't no way, Jose. I know I'm old and I probably have lost touch with what shit costs nowadays, but it just all seems outer space stuff to me, man. Just completely crazy crap. I may be nuts. Absolutely, and no time together. That's old school stuff. Doesn't happen anymore. That's why kids get in trouble more, because they've got no respect for their parents because they don't communicate with them, and their free time is all taken up with a damn video game or a laptop or a computer or whatever. They just don't. Instead of reacting with their family, they should be reacting with. They're reacting with an inanimate object that, you know, is not good. My grandkids, man, all they do from the minute they wake to the time they go to sleep is play with damn video games. If they're not at school, and the only reason they're at school is because they have to go. But when they're home, video games constantly. And on weekends, they stay up half the damn night, and the parents don't make them go to bed. They just play video games, play video games, play video games. That's all life is about. That's all. What's going to happen? They need to go out and get a damn job, you know? Well, I got experience on a video game. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Luckily, I can say that all my kids turned out well. But it's different then, you know. It wasn't before the video games, but my son used to really tear the video games up. He still does. You know. I bought him a game for his birthday. And he sit there and play that thing day after day after day after day until he beats it. I mean, you know. But my other kids, they don't mess with them at all. So, I don't know. I got a new resident here at the house. I got my granddaughter living here now. She moved in this past week. She didn't get along with her parents. Of course, when you're 18 and you're a teenager, you know it all. She was in great love with her boyfriend. So she moved in with her boyfriend. Guess it didn't go over too well, or it ended, or whatever. And she went to go back home, and her father says, $200 a month. You can come back. Now, I'm not a parent not a parent that would do that. I know some parents do. I know sometimes when their kids reach 18, they make them pay their way, and I'm not one that would do that. But I guess it's okay if that's what you believe in. But she found herself on the street with nowhere to go, and of course, Grandpa wouldn't let that happen. So she's here. To me, family means more than anything else. Surely more than money. And I've always been that way. My kids, even though they're all grown adults, they've been back here once or twice, just about all of them. You know, when they get down and out, or they whatever, you know, and something happens, they end up back at mom and dad's. And the way I am, any of my family ever needs a place to stay, they're always welcome back here. If I have to stack them up like a needle in a haystack in the living room, and I'll have a communal sleep in a big room, and they're still going to be here regardless. So I got a granddaughter living here now. She's 18. She got her room. She got it all fixed up. She's supposed to be out looking for a job, and then she's going to move out if she finds a job and she can find a different place. Well, we'll see how that goes. But until then, she's welcome. You know, she's been helping me out, being my gopher, so I don't have to get up and run around so much with my bad legs. And she's been helping me, you know. And I've been making her go get me some ice water or something. Saves me a trip all the way out to the kitchen and back. And although I probably should be moving more, but she's been helping me. I call her my gopher. Go for this, go for that. But yeah, my health has been fairly well here lately, but yesterday we had us a big scare, and it wasn't me this time, it was my wife. She's a diabetic, and she's battled with that damn insulin ever since she's been a diabetic. And they finally got her on the straight and narrow, I thought, but sometimes she screws up, and her sugar goes dangerously low. She goes crazy. If any of you know about diabetes. And my granddaughter luckily was here, or I wouldn't have known. Said, Grandma is acting weird. I said, what do you mean? She says, well, she wasn't talking to me, and she says I could hear her making noises out there and banging on stuff. I said, what? So I went out there, and here she was on the couch, or on her bed. She was in her bed at 12:30 in the afternoon, which doesn't happen. And she was laying in bed. And I says, are you all right? Oh yeah, I'm all right, I'm all right. She had the damn sheet over, and she apparently didn't like where it was, and she kept throwing that sheet over. Kept doing it over and over and over. And I noticed her hands were shaking like crazy. And I said, oh shit. I tried to get her to drink some pop, eat something, and she wouldn't do it. I couldn't move her. She was beyond that. So I called my daughter, and my daughter come running. She's not a nurse, but she knows a lot about stuff. And she took her blood, and the meter kept erroring. It says 17, error. So we didn't know what to do. I finally just told my daughter, just call the damn ambulance. So she called the ambulance. Ambulance came, rescue squad came, and they took her sugar, and it was 45 or 43, 45, and she was completely gone then. She was just throwing her arms around and making noises, guttural noises, and screaming and singing and just going completely nuts like a mad woman. I mean, it shook me up so bad that I almost cried. I had to get out of there. I couldn't see her like that. And it was a bad scene. But they came in, they give her a shot of sugar, and it went from 43 or 45 up to 200 and something instantly. And of course she felt better. They got her setting up. Went out and got her some peanut butter and bread. Got her eating something. And she had one of them attacks before for low sugar. She was driving when she had it. She took my one daughter home up in Ann Arbor, which is about 40 some miles from here, and she left there and started home, and she never got here. She never got here. And we had people running up down the highway looking for her, and we called the state police, and they were on the lookout for her. Finally found her up by Detroit, which is about 40 miles in the wrong direction, and a cop spotted a license plate or something, and she ran into the center divider. We got them big concrete barriers down the center of the highway, and she ran into one of them. The cop pulled her over, and she stopped, and the cop right away noticed what was going on, made her get out of the car, gave her a candy bar, called an ambulance, took her to the hospital, and she spent the night in the hospital and had her car impounded. So we almost lost her that day. Well, then this happened here yesterday, and man, it was bad. It was a bad scene. And what had happened, we have that daylight savings time shit I complained about one of my last videos. And a diabetic has to have their meals at a certain scheduled time every day. That's how you maintain your sugar levels, by eating the same time every day at the same time. Well, she normally eats she got up in the morning and she was fine, and But then in the afternoon, she's supposed to eat, like she said, like 11 o'clock at work. Well, being the time changed an hour ahead, she missed her 11 o'clock, not taking account for the time changing, and that's why it happened. That's what screwed her up. But man, that was terrible yesterday. I hate to even think about it. That was unreal. Why do I share all this personal shit with you people? Because that's what I do. Well, we're talking type 2 here, big time. Type 2 can't be controlled with a diet. Type 2, you have to have insulin. That's why it's type 2. I don't believe no diet's going to control type 2. Type 1, yes. Type 2, no. She has to have insulin. Good morning, Heather. I think it's genetic. I think it runs in your family. Because I don't have no diabetes. There's no diabetes in my family on my mother's side that I know of, or my father's side. That's probably why I don't have it. Good Lord, I hope I don't have it, or ever get it. I have enough problems now. How are you today, Heather? I've been watching a lot of your Facebook posts. I've got a lot of people from on here that I've granted friends with, and I've got notifications on for all of you, and I'm following all of you, and it's just Facebook now for me is a madhouse. I mean, it just so much stuff, and so much of it scrolls by I don't even see. And I've got so many friends now that I can't go to everybody's individual Facebook and try and see what they're doing because I got too many of them. It would take the whole day. I would never do anything else. So it's gotten kind of crazy already. I can imagine these people that, you know, have thousands of Facebook friends. They couldn't possibly have the notifications turned on because they'd be spinning by so fast you wouldn't even see none of them. That and with the ads on Facebook now suck. But I catch a good one every now and then from somebody and I comment on it if I can. I'm in Michigan. The place that looks like a hand, like a mitt, that's Michigan. That's where I'm at. Right down in the low south central portion of it, town called Jackson. It's 30 miles. I don't know what that would be in kilometers south of the capital, our state capital. It's about 30 miles. South of that, and about 80 miles west of Detroit. I know you must have heard of Detroit, Murder City. Everybody's heard of Detroit. I don't care where you're at. I'm about 80 miles west of there. Probably that daylight savings time. Istanbul, cool. I love you guys' domes on the buildings. I've seen a lot of the street vendors and stuff, you know, on different TV channels here in the States, like Discovery Channel and stuff. So let's see, Istanbul in Turkey. Uh, so are you a Hindu religion? Muslim? It has to be one of them too, I believe. Maybe not, I don't know. That shows you, I'm not too smart. I just wondered. Like any difference, one way or the other, I just wondered. There ain't much there, Heather. Not much. I think I already have. I think I already have. Sean. I put 2 or 3 up in the last week or so, I think. Just ain't doing it so much, but I have started doing it a little bit again. Well, I'm glad I got this timer going. Lets me know how long I've been going. 1 hour and 11 minutes already. Gosh, when's the last? Did I have one Sunday? This is Monday, 2 days in a row. Did I have a live session? Maybe it was Saturday. Well, I don't know when it was. Hi, Lily. Welcome. Oh, okay. Okay. Islam. Well, thank you, Lily. I don't know. I don't consider them shows, but some of my foes would consider me an entertainer, I guess, not a researcher, but that's fine. Never said I was. But it's just that I've done it so many times and so long that you don't really have anything constructive to ask them anymore, because you know they're not going to give you the answer anyway, and it just seems to be a waste of my time, to put it mildly. But I still do them so I can stick a video up about something. Been actually thinking about just not doing any more videos, but just do these video chats, and that's all. I'd rather interact with the living than the dead anyway. Oh yeah, Sean. Well, you don't have to tell me about that guy. I don't even really don't even want to hear about him. Everybody knows how he is. The spirits know how he is. And they got it out for him. And he went through. After everybody kept telling him that, he used that for a guise to be Mr. Angelic Steve. Now he he's all religious, and he gonna cross people over and all this and all that. But you notice he's still got his wonderful anointed speaker box. He calls portals or whatever the hell he calls them. They're still just a goddamn speaker box. All they are. They have nothing to do with talking with the dead. They're a damn speaker box. That's all they are. It's a speaker. A glorified speaker. Period. Do we believe he's fake? All I'm going to say about that is I don't know how the man lays straight in bed at night. No, I'm not a psychic. Why would I try and find missing people? You think a spirit's going to tell you about a missing person? I don't believe anything the spirits tell me. Maybe 10% at most. I don't think psychics talk to spirits when they're finding a missing person. I believe they get actual photographs, flashes of this person's whereabouts in their head, like they're looking through their eyes. I don't believe they're talking to spirits, and spirits will say, oh, she's over there underneath a bush. I don't believe that. So psychic's got to be psychically being able to see through the missing person's eyes to get clues and stuff, because some of them, they'll see they'll see a road sign or something, well, that'll put you in a certain location, things like that. I don't know how they do it. Of course, none of us know how they do it, but some of these psychics that say they channel dead people, like a lot of them. I don't know if I believe all that. The ones that say they channel that Eric all the time, that dead kid that you see all the videos about on YouTube. I don't know if I believe all that. Now that Amy Allen, I like her, but she don't. I guess she does talk with dead people or spirits supposedly, but she's awfully accurate as far as the show portrays. Whether she actually knew about this stuff before the show and it's all a bunch of BS, I'm skeptical, big skeptic when it comes to any psychic or at all. Period. That one lady with the long blonde hair that died, a psychic, she took a lot of people for their money. I can't think of her name, but I don't even want to remember her name. You know what I'm talking about. She told her mother that her daughter was dead, and she showed back up a few years later, and she used to be on Montel Williams all the time. I hated that woman. I hope she's burning in hell, and I hope somebody's jamming a pitchfork where the sun don't shine down there. She deserves it. Yep, Sylvia something. Yep. I hope the old hag looks like a toasted marshmallow with a pitchfork up her rear. That's what she deserves. To take a grieving person and use them to make money. That is the lowest of the low. Take advantage of a grieving person to make money off them. And that one guy, another one I can tell you, I think is the same way, just like her. They read your thoughts. They read you. They come up with shit about personal items that has an overwhelming percentage of being true, whether you know it is or not. They read people. What's that guy with the sort of pudgy face? Van somewhere or other, or something or other. I think he's just like that Sylvia Brown. I hate that guy, and I think he takes advantage of people too. I mean, you call up them, you want to talk to him, it's like $500 an hour. For what? If they truly, really wanted to help people, is one thing, but getting rich off them is another thing. I mean, I can see if that's what you use for your income, that a fee that is reasonable would be all right, because you have to support yourself and your family. But the amount of money these psychics and shit charge for a reading is just out of context, man. And I'll tell you another one what the hell's her name, with the yellow poofy hair that lives in Maine or something, Caputo or whatever her name is. I rank her right in there with Sylvia and that Von Dom or whatever. She making money hand over foot off of other people's grief. And them are the ones I'd like to all see burn. Helping them is one thing, but making money off their grief is another thing entirely. I guess what I'm saying is I like positive psychics. The ones that throw the negativity in your face when you're already grieving, I don't like them. Hurry back, Heather. Same thing with the paranormal. There's ghost teams out there, ghost hunters that call themselves ghost hunters, that charge. You don't hear about them because they don't want you to know. But there might be if you put an ad in the phone book, in your local phone book, and people call you up, well, I got a haunted house. Oh, well, fine, we'll come over there for blah, 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 blah. I mean, there's unscrupulous ones that charge. Now, if you have to drive somewhere a long ways, if somebody contacts you and wants you to drive a long ways, if your group doesn't have the money to do things like that, but the person offers to pay your expenses, that's okay in my book. That's fine, because they want you, and if they trust in you enough to pay for your expenses there and back, then that's fine. But I don't consider that taking a fee for doing the work. I just consider that taking their offer to help them. So I guess is what I'm trying to say. But there is unscrupulous ones out there that actually do charge. And then these famous paranormal people, like Bagans and just name whoever you want. They go to these conventions and stuff, and they charge big money if they got a book or if they got a CD or if they got a picture. They charge you big bucks for this picture for them to sign it. Sports people do the same thing. You know, you want your baseball signed? Sure, $100, kid. You know, I don't go for that either. And then there's these famous paranormal people that go to these conventions and stuff, and some of them have tours, or they'll have a ghost hunt, and a group ghost hunt, and they'll charge people to take them on a ghost hunt. You know, and I just don't think that's kosher. Not with me, it's not. Oh, I haven't hardly used it much after that, Sean. Haven't messed with it much. That speculo was only $4 with tax for me. And I've got it on here, but I haven't really... Well, I messed with it a little bit more, but I didn't try and record anything. Uh-oh. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Time for my crazy pills again. There's like a learning curve with this speculo thing. If you ever listen to any of Brian's other things, you get answers, but there's like a learning curve to listening to him, because he uses gibberish, which is bits and pieces of words reversed, and I demonstrated that here one other day on here. Let me go get one of them files. Let me get the... Let's see. Whoop, wrong place. Female gibberish. And you have to be able to listen to that, which is completely different than listening to a ghost box radio. And you gotta get used to listening to that. It's like a learning curve to hear the words. It's different than a ghost box. It's just, you know. But they use that stuff and they put it together, and it's entirely intelligible when you get used to listening to it. You hear the words. That's a MP3 file I've got. I've got one from mail too. Of course, I'm not making no, but that's just an example of what gibberish sounds like. Hello, can you say my name, Larry? I couldn't hear, it was too far away from me. Oh, I talked again. What's your name? Don't know. Like I say, haven't used it that much. I like it. It's kind of neat. Don't cost much, so I've got that in here. I've got the Verbis box. I've got the Portal. I've got EchoVox, and I've got the Live Ghost box by Hutley. I really don't use these apps much at all, but I still like messing with them once in a while. So I do mess with them once in a while. Oh crap! There goes the camera. It's looking at the floor. I gotta fish the camera back. Knocked it over. I knew it'd be a matter of time. Oh. Gonna pull you up like a fish. Oh, I caught a camera. I caught a camera. Hey, caught a camera. Oh. Whoa. It didn't break it. I was gonna raise up. I'll get it back over here. It's all crooked now. Oh no. I almost lost it again. And I'm having a hell of a time. I turned my biped machine on. Doggone it. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh. Why me? Now if that'll sit there long enough, I don't know. For me to get up, I gotta get my pills. Well, I got my pills. Okay. Hello. Yep. I'm gonna turn my camera off so I can take my pills. You won't see me slurping. I guess I'm back. Had a hell of a time. Knocked the camera over. I'll tell you one that fell silent. Old Sanchez, Anthony Sanchez. Whatever happened to him? He must have finally got smart and broke ties with Huff. I don't see him anymore. Of course, I dropped out of his group when he screwed me, and I dropped him like a hot potato and everything about him. So, but he used to have a group on Facebook. I don't know if that's still there or not. And I still subscribe to him on Twitter, and I haven't seen any tweets by him. And I still subscribe to him on YouTube, and I haven't seen any YouTube videos. For a while, he come out with some kind of an audio device to let you make podcasts and stream and stuff. But, it's all shit nobody needs, you know. I'm streaming like this, and the only thing I got is a camera and that's it, you know. This program I use cost me $25 a month for this X Files or File X or whatever the hell it's called. But they have OBS. It's free. You don't need that, you know. You can stream from your phone now. I don't know how to do that. I haven't tried that yet, but I see Omar I watch a lot. I see him streaming from a phone, and he's reading the chat. How the hell can you read a chat from a phone? I mean, you actually stream from your phone and have a chat? Or you pointing at your head and that goes out over the air, but all you see is a chat box. I don't know how it works. Never tried it. And a lot of them people, you know, high-end people on YouTube, they were very active in every bit of socializing there is. I mean, they're on Pinterest, they're on just all them places. I got Pinterest, but I only got a few pictures on here, you know, me and my grandkids or something. But some people are into all that stuff. I mean, they got a list of stuff you can go socialize with them, and tons of stuff. And I don't have all that. I have too much trouble keeping up with what I got with just two or three, you know, between Facebook and YouTube, and that's about it for me. And my email, I hardly ever check my email. Okay, go, Queen Heather. Thank you. I'm about ready to get out of here anyway. Hour and a half is plenty, long enough. I got a game I gotta play. It started today, a new season in my Diablo that I play, and it's a new season. Starts today, the 6th. So I'm gonna have to get in there and make a new character and play until I get up to level 90 and I get all the good stuff and I'm at end game again, and then I can knock it off. But for now, I gotta make a new character. I don't know what kind I'm gonna make. I like Witch Doctor, and they got the Necromancer now, but different kinds. But I like the old Witch Doctor. That's probably what I'll be. Well, okay, you guys, I'm gonna get out of here. 1:40. I've been on an hour and 40 minutes. I want to get in and start my game before it gets too late. And I think I gotta go see the boys' room. And I know I'm gonna knock my camera over if I get up. So if I get up, I'm gonna unhook this camera so I don't keep knocking it over all day. I'm thinking about getting another camera and permanently mounting it over here somewhere, but I can just switch cameras. But one of these days, thank you all for showing up. That's left in here now. I may have even missed some of you that came in and didn't even welcome you. So now I'm telling you thank you, and thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Always have a good group in here and always have good discussions, and we always have a lot of fun, and that's the reason I do this, so we can all chat and have fun. Talk about different things, whatever's on your mind. Good place to chat. I just should start doing it on a schedule, I imagine, but I don't. Maybe I will one of these days. But I never know what I'm going to be doing, you know. Ain't enough hours in the day. Catch you later. Sean, Baran, and whoever else is left. Toodaloo, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks, guys. Catch you next time. Toodaloo.